Open 3 different apps built by AI this year. Look closely. Same purple gradient, same glassy rounded cards, same generic. It's not your imagination and it's not bad luck. There's a reason every AI built app drifts toward the exact same look. Google Labs just shipped the fix, and it's a single file you drop into your project. Let me show you. Here's the moment every builder knows. You describe your brand to the AI, the colors, the vibe, and the first screen looks great. Then you ask for one more component and another, and slowly, quietly, it forgets. The buttons change shape, the spacing wanders. By screen 5, it's back to its default taste. Your agent has amnesia. And here's why it forgets. Your coding agent has no permanent, machine readable memory of your design system. Every prompt starts from scratch. So when it's unsure, it reaches for the safest bet, the statistical average of every interface it was ever trained on. And that average has a name. It's called generic. You're not fighting bad taste. You're fighting no memory. The fix is a file called DESIGN.md. Google Labs open sourced it and it crossed 18,000 stars in weeks. Think of it as a design brain that lives in your repo. One file your agent reads every single time before it writes a line of interface. And it's not locked to one tool. Claude Code, Cursor, Gemini CLI, Copilot, Codex. If it writes interface code, it can read this. Open one up, and it's 2 layers in a single file. On top, in a YAML block, the tokens. The exact values, your colors, your type, your spacing. Below it, in plain English, the prose. The reasoning. As Google puts it, the tokens give agents exact values. The prose tells them why those values exist and how to apply them. Numbers for the machine. Intent for the judgment calls. The tokens are simpler than they look. 5 buckets. Colors, typography, spacing, rounded corners, and components. The magic move is references. Instead of pasting a hex code into 12 different buttons, each component just points at a token. Curly brace colors.primary. Change that one token, and everything pointing to it updates at once. Nothing drifts because nothing is copy-pasted. But the part most people skip is the part that actually matters, the prose. Google's own spec says it plainly. The quality of a generated design depends less on the precision of the values and more on how clearly the intent is described. A specific reference describes a point. An adjective describes a whole region. This is where you stop being a coder and start being the creative director. In plain English, the agent actually follows. So how do you make one? 3 steps. Step 1. Don't write it by hand. Google ships a companion skill that reads your existing code and writes the design.md for you. Step 2. Lint it. One command checks the file, catches any broken references, and flags any text on background that fails the 4.5 to 1 contrast rule. Accessibility, automatically. Step 3. Drop it in your repo's root folder and tell your agent to follow it. That's the whole setup. And the little command line tool does 4 things worth knowing. Lint checks that it's valid. Diff compares 2 versions and screams if a change breaks your system. So design regressions get caught like code bugs. Export turns your tokens into real Tailwind version 3 or 4 or the W3C standard token format. So this isn't just docs, it becomes actual CSS. And spec prints the whole format so you can hand it straight to your agent. 2 honest cautions. 1, it's officially in alpha. The format will change, so don't carve it in stone yet. 2, and this is the big one. Don't ship tokens with no prose. Values alone give you a consistent design with no soul. Define a primary color, define your type, and write down why. Then, let the linter guard your changes. Do that and you've got a design system that even a solo builder can maintain. Step back and see what just happened. A real design system used to be a luxury, something only teams with a designer could afford. Now it's one file. And here's the line worth remembering. Consistency is the entire difference between an app that looks AI generated and one that looks built. I packed a free DESIGN.md starter kit, a copy paste template, the exact prompt to generate your own, and the token cheat sheet. Comment the word on brand and I'll send it to you or grab it at the link below. If this saved you an afternoon of fighting your AI, do one thing back. Subscribe. And if you want to go deeper, join the channel membership. That's what keeps these teardowns coming. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Hyperautomation Labs. So follow wherever you watch. And if you want the advanced playbooks, my 4 guides are linked below. The Claude Code guide, the OpenAI Codex guide, Claude Cowork for sales, and the CCAF prep kit. Comment on brand for the free kit. Now, go make your AI build something that actually looks like yours.